The Nets fired Steve Nash earlier yesterday. So they fired him. And what do I think about it? Well, I feel Steve Nash is kind of made out to be the scapegoat, but at the same time, the Nets really had no choice but to fire him. He had completely lost the team this year. It was just evident just by the way you could see the players just not respecting him or just not just showing any flow of just being a team on the court. When I watch the Nets, I don't really see an organized team on either end of the court, whether it's the offensive end or defensive end. They just look discombobulated, and they're not playing as a team. They're playing as individuals. You could see that there's really no chemistry out there anymore. Granted, they've had some injuries to key players like Seth Curry and Joe Harris. They're not stars, but they're very important role players for a team whose depth is not really good right now. So that really goes to the coach. The coach's job is to get guys to play as a unit, to play organized basketball, to provide structure. Nash was not able to do that for this team. And if we're being honest, this team never respected Nash from the get-go. I remember Kyrie, I believe, saying something like, "We don't need Nash to coach us," something stupid like that. So you could tell he was kind of screwed from the beginning, but at the same time, I think he had probably the illusion of how it would be easy to win a championship because he was originally coaching Kyrie and Durant, and he had Harden at one point in time. It looked like when they were healthy a few years back that they were going to easily win the title with those three guys. I should say a few years back. It was like a year ago when they were all together. And I think just because of that, he probably believed that, hey, this job's not going to be that bad. If I could just get Kyrie and Kevin at full strength, I can just easily coast and anything's possible come playoff time. We saw that wasn't the case last year in the playoffs when they lost to the Celtics and got humiliated, just gotten swept. That I do blame on him to some degree because they should have won at least one game. So you gotta put that on him. And just this year, you just look at the situation with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is having the worst season of his career. I look at his numbers across the board. He's averaging 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. He's putting up Draymond Green numbers. This is like a triple single. He's shooting a horrible field goal percentage from the field, 44%. I feel the Nets need him to do a lot more. They need him to score a lot more. Whoever is going to come in to be their coach is going to have to get Ben Simmons to step up his game. He's going to have to start averaging somewhere around 15 to 17 points a game if the Nets are going to have any chance at saving their season. That he needs to be just a lot more aggressive. He has to step it up, really. The pressure is now on him to step it up. It's not a given that he will, though, just knowing how he's not really done anything for the last few years, just ever since he stopped playing a year ago. So that's going to be a challenge. I don't think Nash was ever able to get to him or unlock his ability to play at the level he played in Philadelphia. So you kind of have to put the blame on Nash for that. Actually, you got to put the blame on him for that. I'm looking at Durant's numbers this year. He's playing at a high level. I would say Nash has nothing to do with this. Durant's averaging 32 points on 52% overall from the field. So he's playing at a high level. Kyrie's also averaging 30 points. Both of them are playing at a high level, but it doesn't matter because the team just doesn't have no structure. So that's what the next coach is going to have to bring in for them. I've heard rumors that Udoka could be their next coach. That would be very entertaining, just knowing the situation with Udoka in Boston, just the scandals and whatnot. So that's a rumor, but they might be backing off of it right now because of the negative publicity they're receiving, but we'll see. Udoka, I could see why they would pick him because he has a history of working with Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and I believe Ben Simmons. I think he was with all those guys at one point in time as an assistant coach. So he has a presence about himself that I think he can get their respect and implement something for the Nets. Now, will he be able to save their season? We'll see. I'm not sure this team can become a title contender the way they're constructed right now. maybe if they work hard, they can become a good playoff team. They still have some time to get out of their hole. They're 2-6, so they're not fully done yet. But like I said, same thing applies to them that I said about the Warriors. They're below 500 after 20 games. I put a fork in them. I don't think it's going to get any better. They have some time to turn around, but we'll see. It'll be interesting for sure. So that's all I have to say about this.